Anthropic, well, it's loosened its central safety policy to keep pace in a rapidly changing field. Now, this is after the Pentagon threatened to invoke a Cold War-era law to compel Anthropic to allow the U.S. military to use the company's technology if it failed to comply with the government's terms, according to sources. Bloomberg's senior tech editor, Mike Shepard, joins us. You go into the blog that Anthropic has pointed out, and yes, they talk about some of the steps that have already been taken in terms of safety, some of the achievements they've already made, but they really highlight that despite rapid advancements in AI capabilities in the last 3 years, government action in AI safety has been slow. Is that what they're trying to call out here?
Carol, that is one thing they're trying to call out, but they are also acknowledging the stiff competition that they face in the AI space globally. They are competing with OpenAI, XAI, and of course with Google for a piece of what Marta Norton was also acknowledging as a massive competitive landscape. There is so much business to be done out there, and we have seen industry after industry shaken by the prospect of some of these new tools from Anthropic and from other providers that could really change the way business is done and how people actually do their work from day to day. So there is both that question, but then also the one that you zeroed in on, and that is that they are not seeing any traction at the federal level when it comes to discussion of these safety-oriented issues. And of course, that's the conversation coming up now at the Pentagon. The company is insisting that it will not be relaxing those two standards, that it doesn't want mass surveillance of Americans via the Pentagon, through its technology, or the fully autonomous use of its technology in weapons. But again, this relaxation of that safety principle when it comes to competition is a significant and worthy change to note here.
Take us inside the room. We reported that Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei met with Secretary Hegseth, I believe, yesterday, Tuesday. There is a deadline of Friday from the Pentagon's perspective, but in our reporting, Anthropic has conditions of its own that it is putting to the Pentagon quickly.
Yes, Anthropic has set those conditions as no mass surveillance and no use of its technology in fully autonomous targeting. And now those conditions, it's unclear at what point they will yield. The Pentagon says, look, you don't need those conditions. We will abide by the law. And we do not want, and this is according to the Pentagon's own new AI acceleration strategy released last month, they don't want companies to attach asterisks or conditions on the use of technology by the Pentagon if they are doing business with the government. And they have threatened the company with some dire consequences. One is that it would use the Defense Production Act to simply, in essence, impound the technology and use it over Anthropic's objections, or failing that, they would actually declare Anthropic a supply chain risk. And that would mean that vendors with the Pentagon would have to certify that they are not using Anthropic's technology, and that would pose a business risk to Dario Amodei and his business.